guys, what are we looking at today? We're looking at Inherent Weiss, an Imperial Hefeweizen from Surly, because this won in a landslide. There was only two of you that wanted the sour, and I think the sour is going to be really good. Avery is awesome, but it doesn't mean I tossed her in the garbage. We will eventually get to it. Meanwhile, what haven't I used in a while? Let's dig deep. The AK-47. And again, I want to say thanks to everybody that voted. Appreciate it. While we are pouring this beer, I want to say thank you. And until I'm told otherwise, I'm gonna respect his privacy because I forgot to ask. But as of last night, we now have a complete rifle for the Douglas County veterans. So a complete palmetto armory upper will be going on a complete palmetto lower with Magpul furniture. Okay, it's got kind of a light thing color going on here. We got 2 chucks worth of head, 9%. And it does have your typical kind of Belgian smell to it. Sweet banana or bubblegum. Cheers. First thing I notice is a peppery note to it. Almost some kind of almost a peel kind of bitterness. Let's jump on some comments. Not sure if I got to all of them. Boobs and beer, nice brew review from Muzzle First. Aunt Keck, dude. Aunt Keck, dude. Aunt Keck, watching John Wick 2 while drinking bourbon and some old Rasputin. I love the weekends. Aunt Keck, 2 old Rasputins and 1 bourbon down. Cheers to all the patriots on this channel. Aunt Keck, oh shit, almost forgot to share a funny joke. Here I go. One night a policewoman pulls over a drunk driver. She politely asks him to step out of the car and he complies. The policewoman says, anything you say can and will be used against you. He replies, breasts. I see what you did right there. Aunt Keck, 3 bourbons down, getting ready for another Rasputin. Wow, you're tearing her up. There's all sorts of alcohol happening there. Aunt Keck, a neighbor who delivers beer to your house is indeed a good friend. And it was from Indeed. First comment on what ended up being Dogfish Head 120 was Bulwark 1911 saying, no shit. Real cool burnout. Damn it. Stayed up and still missed first. Yeah, that was like 2:30 in the morning, Cobra, because I know these things. Trees a blowing, 3rd on a run. Trees a blowing. Millie's hot. In the Resident Evil vids, even us old guys come alive looking at her. Oh, I think a dead guy. I mean, she is just such a beautiful woman. And what surprises me is I like I like a little chesticle action. Zeus, lick the cans. Roko Burnout, your AR pistol bottle opener is perfect AR choice for urban zombie apocalypse. Yes, sir. Real cold burnout. I want to see the Surly. Oh, yeah, I can probably skip the votes. Aunt Keck, 8th. Aunt Keck, 3rd thumbs up. Aunt Keck, holy cheese balls. She found a 120. Yeah, 2 of them. Aunt Keck, I've always considered zombies to be liberals, so I never get bored with watching them get their heads blown off or bashed in. Aunt Keck, all of these zombie films are great. Ever watch 28 Days Later? Anyway, shine. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. It's actually not a bad movie. I'm ignoring that other part. Zeus. Deagle, 12 gauge. That would be interesting. Zeus voted for the sour. Zeus, you were one of 2. And Keck, you really are a funny guy. What? And Keck. Zombies. Zeus, I sent something for the 8.5-17 rifle build. It's way cool and starts with an F. Okay. Ed, made it. Tardisius, Shaun of the Dead is a hoot, but Milijovic is untouchable. America. My hollow point, I'd pay good money to observe you in a firefight. Yeah, I'd be the little bitch in the corner crying. 454 Packer voted for the Surly. Wade, Milijovic has had a reoccurring role in my flat bank since 1997 and The Fifth Element. Oh, yeah, because in The Fifth Element, she pretty much is wearing nothing but Band-Aids through the entire movie. You should pick up a 5.7 pistol as a zombie gun. The high velocity of that round would miss their heads nicely. I can't give the brew review a girl, only a very firm 8. EMT Rail fan, match point to Ms. Ebomey. You owe her big time now. Wireless caller. You know,
Calls from wireless caller.
see, I'm psychic. I don't even know why that makes noise. It's like turned off.
Calls from wireless caller.
Great, thank you. Gillian 426.
Calls from wireless caller.
Gillian 426. My dad is the only real family member I have left in this world. Since my mom died 7 years ago, I move in with my dad to share all the expenses and one house instead of renting 2 houses. Enjoying every day with my dad and with the time we both have left. Cheers. That, yes. Not to mention, you know, like with Christine's family, Michael pretty much does the same thing. It's, you know, it's a lot easier to make sure everything's going good around the house when you're like right there. Gillian, hello Christine. Gillian, cherry vodka time, Eric. That sounds good. EMT Rail fan, Surly. Gillian 426, Surly, don't screw it up. I don't think I did. My buddy Brent, Powerman 1972. I would like to thank you, Eric, and everybody else who donated parts for the AR-15 that will be raffled off to help veterans of Douglas County, Wisconsin. Your kindness and generosity are much appreciated. Brent. Hell yeah. And evidently there's more stuff showing up, Brent. But I actually talked to Brent this morning. He actually personally called to talk about it. And it sounds like hopefully with a little bit of help, you know, I'm willing to see what can be done. This is the 5th annual, and the was it Troy, the owner of the bar? He's kind of getting overwhelmed with pretty much having to 100% take this on every year by himself. So I'm hoping something can be done about that. Not to mention, hopefully, because I'm not sure if he's in town or not, but my favorite local radio host, his name is Brad Bennett. He was a sergeant in Vietnam, and he is a real down-to-earth guy. It turns out that he and Brent are actually good friends. So they have a little like fundraiser or something that goes on every Wednesday out there to do with meat. Just sounds good. And I'm hoping that maybe me and Christine can get out there this Wednesday, if not next, and get the opportunity to talk with Brent and the owner of the bar, and seeing what else we can do. And hopefully Brad Bennett will be out there, because all three of these guys are so connected with the local veterans. If we're scratching your back, maybe they can help with active heroes and Justin, and when we do those builds. So hopefully I got a hole in my schedule and can get out there this Wednesday. Smile Money. This is a test, only a test. I made a comment, then they disappeared. Smile Money. I love the reticle on the EOTech. My body would malfunction in extreme conditions. So what good would an optic that functions at 20 below be? See, that's me. It's like, we better hope the world turning upside down happens on a nice day. Stephen Bush, aged the 120s for 3 to 5 years. Well, it says right on the bottle that you can age it for a decade. That'd be interesting. Muzzle First. Have you ever watched Z Nation series? It's another good zombie apocalypse show. No, I have not, but I have seen the commercials. Muzzle First voted for the sour. Then he and Zeus went kind of back and forth talking about the upper that's being sent. It's all black. The handguard is a standard carbine handguard, not a Magpul, but can be easily swapped out for a Magpul. Or something else. I'll have to see what I have available. I really want it to look a little bit better than the... I have a few things around here. I don't really want to pull Ed's Odinworks out. I guess I'm not even sure. Muzzle First, does that also have the A2 front sight on it? My guess is if it has a standard beehive handguard on it, that it probably does. Which it could be modified, but something that we're just going to be throwing on a table. I'd probably rather not start grinding on it, because then we're going to need a good handguard and possibly some... I guess you wouldn't necessarily have to have flip-ups, because it will have a scope on it. Altenda, guys. Local Ray, 9% is my choice. Mr. Holster, 44 seconds. A tear came to my eye. Mr. Holster, is this event in Alex? No, this event is in Oliver, Wisconsin. If you look at a map and you see where Duluth is, go through Duluth to Gary, New Duluth, and right there you go over the Oliver Bridge, and right on the other side of the Minnesota, the St. Louis River. One side is Gary, New Duluth, and the other side is Oliver, Wisconsin, and that's where it's at. Rich Huff, I vote for Surly. I like sours, but I am not a raspberry fan. Smile Money, Surly, for no particular reason. And that's actually the last comment at 15 minutes in. Now my only real responsibility is to finish the beer so that I don't get a demerit from Mr. Holster. Compared to some, it has a fair amount of flavors to it. It's a little bit more kind of edgy, almost a little bit retro. Almost a little bit on the kind of a drier, not really bitter, but a little bit drier than most. Just seeing if this actually says anything or just makes shit up. Brewed to twice the normal strength and overly dry hopped. This heavy citrus bomb will assault your senses with notes of clove, banana, and more dank hop aroma than you thought physically possible. Well, it's an Imperial. Usually that means extra shizat has gone down. Two things noteworthy. Probably by the time you see this, I'll already have a video up, maybe, for Let Freedom Ping. They went over 100 subs and did a 100 sub giveaway. Kind of a cool couple, really passionate about shooting, and they kind of play off each other pretty good. They're both pretty good sports. When she outshoots him, she definitely lets him know. They're giving a few things away. I just wanted to be able to support them because they seem cool. And one of even more noteworthiness as far as material greed goes, my buddy Tom, I probably will forget to put links down below, but you can look for my entry for him. He's making it easy. You just go over to his channel. He is giving away the ultimate Pez dispenser. Yeah, it's made by BandEBrewReviews, so you probably figure it out. Other than that, I did a couple of switcheroos. I had this sling on the SKS, and I don't know. I think I took this off of one of the 22s, and I'll probably be putting it back. I just as long as you could make it, I still was not happy with it on the SKS. And the SKS uses a quick swivel front and back because the Odenworks Zulu stock has left and right quick mounts. And then I put a Yankee Hill Machine front one on here. Well, the only thing that I had in my arsenal was this awesome MS4 from Magpul that AJ, GunGod556, sent me as a gift. So it's the only one I had that would work in this scenario, and I mean, it could be shortened up more if I wanted to do some cutting, but that's about perfect for slinging it over your shoulder. The other one, was practically doing something like that. So that means I took one out of retirement that originally was made for me by Agent Chaos, and it was extremely long. I mean, I'm sure Agent Chaos based it on his member. And what I ended up doing was I had shortened it, but when I got that one, I wanted to put it on my favorite rifle, my Justin rifle. So the Agent Chaos one hasn't been getting used, but the Aging Chaos one was all set to go along with my modified MOE stock, and I have the key mod ultra low profile QD mount on this, so, and it's the right color, and it was made by a good friend, so it's back home on this rifle. So the only reason that I even kind of put this one in the retirement is I thought that was a pretty damn cool sling, because you can do 2-point, single point, all sorts of things with it. But this one, to me, is more matched for this rifle and what this rifle represents. So that's all I got for you. Is that I moved my slingy dingy around and put them where they're more matched. And besides that, you can sort of see the, as far as, if you're going to be doing things for looks, this one has the kind of a tan inside on that heat cover to kind of go along with that color. So it all worked out. Hitting the refresh button again, I'm a little early compared to some of our get-togethers. So there's a chance that someone may show up, but still stands. Small Money's got the last comment. Yeah, it's mostly everything you're getting off of this is going to be Belgian, but there's definitely a little bit of a hoppiness notes to it. I don't know. I just don't want to stand here and just drink a beer. By now, if Mr. Holster hasn't figured out that nothing goes wasted. So I'm going to take this upstairs, go edit the Let Freedom Ping video, and then edit this video, and sometime in the next few days, I got that one for Tom, because I would absolutely love to win that Pez dispenser that he has. I actually picked one of those up last night, so that would mean 2 in the collection. And the ultimate Pez dispenser, sweet as hell. What should we look at tomorrow? Yeah, why not? Since it got put down the road, let's take a look at the Peach Bum IPA from Indeed, because a neighbor that brings you beer is indeed a good friend. Okay, guys. Thanks again, and I appreciate it. Like I said, if I remember, I'll try my best to put a link down below. If you are not subbed to Let Freedom Ping, go check him out. Tell him I sent you. And Tom, his channel, he's at 316 subs right now. And when he hits 500, he's got a knife, a light, and a multi-tool in a pack, and then a Smith & Wesson watch, and then the Pez dispenser. And he's probably going to be giving 3 people each of those items. And you just have to go over and tell them basically which one that you're interested in. But nobody go for the Pez dispenser, because that's the one I'd really like to get a hold of. So I'll try to remember to put that shit below. I'll do my best. Otherwise, cheers, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow.